Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, Delightful Creations. I'm Amber, and today is Focus Friday! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's Friday again! This has just been a week of wonder. It has gone by so fast, and I have been studying and researching and listening to the Proverbs 31 woman. And wow, there's a lot in there to unpack. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to go to Proverbs 31, and I'm going to read to you verse 10. Yep, verse 10. And I wrote it out on my little project life card. It says, praise for a good wife. So this proverb here is to be an example for women to live up to. An example of what a good and virtuous and excellent and courageous and strong woman example should be. And it also gives us instruction for men as to what type of wife they should look for. What attributes and qualities that your wife would have to be a good wife and to be a good woman. So it says, praise for a good wife, 31:10. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Doesn't really sound like there's a lot in there to learn about, right? But there really, really is. Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. So think about that. She is valuable. She is worthy. She is rare. She is virtuous. Some other different versions of the Bible will say excellent. And her price, her value is more than rubies. So in the Bible, we've learned a lot about wisdom and knowledge. And in the book of Proverbs, spent a lot of time there as well. It gets compared to gems, rubies and gems. And like knowledge is more valuable than that. So her knowledge, what she possesses within herself, is more than rubies. And I like that it uses the word rubies because that is a very specific gem. It is a very specific jewel that we can call to mind, the bright red, which again, color of the year, red, amazing. So for me, this is awesome. This is bread and butter. And then I spent a good 30 minutes coloring this in. My beautiful lady over here trying to wear a golden dress. I tried to color her with my gold metallic coloring pencil. And then the verse over here is actually, a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. And that comes from verse 30. The full verse says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Our beauty is fleeting. Our favor can be deceitful. That can be something that allows us to be deceived by other people. And this woman is so strong in her faith, and she believes in the Lord, and she respects him, and she lives her life for her Lord. She shall be praised. And that's what we want God to do. We want God to speak highly of us. We want God to find pleasure and delight and joy in us, in which he does. Absolutely. And so I wanted to write out on this little project life card. This is blue. I realize it is not red. It is not the rubies. However, even though red is my color of the year and it says rubies, my birthstone is in September and it's the sapphire. And I don't have any on today, but I do have a couple of sapphire rings that I like to wear in the month of September. And so I wrote out Proverbs 31:10, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. And King James Version, Proverbs 31, woman. And then I colored it in, and then the back side is just kind of pink speckled. So I thought I would add a jewel to this. And instead of doing the rubies, right, because I don't really want red on here, I want to do blue. And first I want to punch a eyelet. I think I'm going to put it down here. I was going to put it at the bottom, but now I'm thinking maybe here in the middle. Excuse me, I got a tickle in my throat. And since I have pulled out silver little pins that I want to add my jewels to, I'm going to find a silver eyelet. There we go. And punch that in there. And we can celebrate the Proverbs 31 woman. She sets the bar. She is the standard by which we can have a good example as women. And I want to be that. I want to be rare. I want to be of value. I want to have wisdom. I want God to think highly of me. I want to be praised because I fear the Lord. I live by his word. I am so inspired. That's just one verse. That is the first verse. That's it. I mean, and the verse 30 would being praised. But, I mean, just awesome. So I've got my little beads here. And like I said, I was going to use the rubies, but I really don't have any red gems. Another reason why I chose blue. But I have these beautiful blue gemmies over here. And I wanted to just kind of bead maybe 3 on here. We'll see how we go. First off, let's start with something pretty. There's a little crystal bead here. Oh, that's actually a teardrop. I don't want those. I like circular. I don't want any teardrops, so I don't see anything here. And so here's a pearl. So that's a blue, I know it's kind of hard to tell on camera. That's a blue little pearl. Beautiful. And then here, oh, there's another crystal drop. Thought I might have a clear little crystal, but I don't see any. Oh, there's one. There's a little crystal. It has iridescent, little beautiful glow to it. I love it. And then I want a bold blue, so I can do something like this blue heart stone. Oh, that's actually not the heart. I have a blue heart here, and it's a lighter blue. Yes. I love that. Look how cute that is. Okay, so that one, I'm going to leave that way. And then I want to make a couple of choices here. So this one, I'm going to go with maybe a bolder blue. That's almost purple to me. Let's go with this turquoisey blue, but I don't want that on the bottom, I think. And then I'll put this bigger one on the bottom, the darker blue, the deeper blue, really pretty. And then how about, ooh, I think I have pearls in this other little case here. Now, where did I put them at? I had to move my stuff around. Oh, no, that's not it. Let me pause. I'll be right back. Here we go. I love my pearls, and I've spent a lot of time organizing my pearls. These did not come originally from Recollections. This had different colored beads in it, and I've repurposed the container, which, you know, we all tend to do in the junk journal world. And so I knew there was more of like a smaller grayish blue bead here. And I thought that would look just absolutely stunning. And then I'll put this turquoise bead statement on the top. Ooh, I like that. Okay, now off camera, pause stop, right? Off camera, I'm gonna bend those down and tie them and add a little bit of some silver chain, and then attach it. So I'll be right back. I've successfully added chains and loops, and now I just need to decide which one I want to attach to the side here. So let's have a quick look. This is what this one would look like. And I actually tried to make one chain longer than the other, but they ended up both being 5 links long. So that was kind of funny. I like it. I like the big bead at the bottom. I much prefer the weight to be at the bottom. And then this one, the heart with the pearl, seems to be the one that I would like better. And I think it's because there's a heart, which the heart of this Proverbs woman is to serve her family purposefully, intentionally, with integrity, and to serve and obey the Lord. And so I think because there is a heart on that one, and I like the pearl, pardon me, I'm going to use this one. Now, the secret trick here is, can I get this to shut? Sometimes we have to add an extra jump ring, but other times I don't. So let's see here. This is the fiddly bit of work that you know, takes a little bit of time and effort to do. And I've chosen to use really thicker gauged, oopsies, jump rings for the top, because it's going to be moving around more than on where the actual bead is attached. So I use my cheaper ones there. Okay, and I'm going to attempt to hold this and get it back in there. There. You know, you test things off camera and you're like, oh yeah, that'll work. That'll be great. Yep. It sure will be. Okay. There. Now, something is making noise behind me. I want to seal this up. And, oh! All right. We're going to add another link because I'm not going to sit here and have it plop down anymore. So this is my little bin here of the cheaper ones that I got from Amazon, and I can just about bend these with my fingers. And my other ones that I got from Hobby Lobby are a thicker gauge, like I said, metal, and I have to use 2 pliers to bend those back. So I take my needle nose pliers and I just hold it with one hand, grab the other ones, hold one side still, and then bend. And it's super easy like that. I'll grab this one, stick it on there. I'm going to close this guy up here because I don't want it to come off. This is the one that I can't do with just my fingers. I have to use these. Ah! It's not wanting to cooperate, is it? It's not wanting to cooperate. Now, it would have helped if I would have put it a little bit more towards the edge or the top or the bottom corner, but I've got faith that we can get this on where I want it to go. Right there. Oh man, it is not liking me today. I'll pause it. I'll struggle on my own and I'll be right back with it done. Literally after I did it the next shot at it, I got it on that first try. So it just needed an extra little chain there, which is cute because then it hangs down a little lower. I like that. I like that a lot. And I'll be able to put it in my pocket of some sort and slide it out and be able to have this pretty bit hanging off the edge. And like, it would look cute in a little journal. I wouldn't put this in my Bible because I wouldn't want it to rip. Where are we here? But look at that. That would be so cute hanging out the edge of a journal. Look at that. Isn't that just sweet? Love it. Okay, you guys, I really appreciate you spending time with me today, and I hope that you will check out Proverbs 31, woman. Read it thoroughly. Read it all the way through and pull out a verse that speaks to you today. Just grab one and pull it out and hold it close to your heart, because who can find the virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. Thank you so much for spending time with me. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye-bye.